stayed.
I hear the voices inside my head, see voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog, we fighting above the law.
Hey, Frankie. Hey, Mamita. Oh, thank you. Awesome. Hey, cool gamer. Hello, hello. Oh. Okay, I've been trying to do some research on this case that I found on my Twitter account of a mother trying to be her son's voice for her out in the free world. And I can't find much videos. I was hoping to try and find some of the previous trial on video. I can't find anything yet, but the good news is I'm in contact with Christian's mother. And so I am eager to learn a lot more and hopefully get her up on a show and have a conversation with her so that we can all learn this together. So what we're going to do is, since I'm studying the case and I'm new to it, we're just going to start digging in this together. Okay, we're going to learn this together and we're going to be covering this and trying to do whatever we can to help Christian and his mother be the voices they're looking for. So 1 second. Okay. There is not a lot of people on. That's another reason I was like, well, maybe I'll just hop on, even though we're doing a long one tonight. But hey, Aaron, you live in Illinois. Welcome. So let's pull up what we can find. And the first thing I found was, 1 second here. So there's a petition, and I think it's still open. It doesn't say it's closed. Wow, made a change with 32,343 supporters. That's awesome. So let me share my screen. Hi, Trixie. Welcome. Okay, so let me share my screen here so that I can pull this up so we can learn about this together. All right, you guys. Okay, so and again, I'll be speaking to Miss Tina here. I'm not sure how to say the last name. Reichert? I'm not sure. I'll have to learn how to pronounce the name. You know, there's some names I just cannot say. Hi, priestess. Good to see you. Okay. So Christian was arrested August 2nd, 2016 in the state of Illinois for a marijuana conspiracy. He has no violent charges and no priors. He was only in Illinois 6.5 weeks to help his mother move his grandmother to a nursing home. And his oldest nephew at the time was having his 6th surgery at Children's Hospital in St. Louis. Christian drove 30 hours from California to Missouri to surprise his sister at the hospital and support his then 7-year-old nephew, who was now going on 13. Now, this is written some time ago, you guys, so even, the ages are different now. Wow. I mean, already just right in this first little bit here, like Christian sounds like he loves his family and sounds like a really good kid, right? Okay, so Christian was living and working for a national tree company in California. Jackson County, Illinois, had a very controversial state's attorney at the time that lost his election in 2020 to Joe Serventin. Do we know who he is? Do we know? We're going to have to Google this person as well. So let me start my notebook. Hold on 1 second. Let me. All right. Hi, Frankie Hopkins. Okay, so you guys, we need to like look at everybody, for this, because you already know I'm going to be reaching out, trying to talk to everybody. County Jackson, right? Jackson County, is that right? Jackson County, Illinois, I believe. Is that? Look at my description, if you would. I tagged the county. I think it's Jackson. We'll pull it back up. It's on here as well. Okay, so I've got my notebook. So we want to look up, Jackson County, Illinois. Jackson County. So we need to look up this state attorney. And I haven't, I literally just come across this. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So I'm brand new to this as well. So I haven't even had a private conversation yet. By the way, you guys, my cell phone is doing weird things again, so I can't see my screen right now. Last time that did that for a couple days and it started working again. So we're just going to see if that happens because it's a pain in the butt. But yeah, as soon as I can, I'm going to be, I can call her from Mark's phone too, but I'm going to be having a conversation with Tina, Christian's mom. Okay, so sorry, just okay. Christian had just turned 24 and is now turning 30. He has already spent 5 years in prison for a first time offense. Now, here's the thing we're going to learn going down. Did it say up here? So Christian was sentenced to 23 years. Okay. 23 years. 25 years is considered a life sentence in the prison world. So he's damn near serving a life sentence, which some people with manslaughter and murder and all of that serve. Are you kidding me? So first offense, marijuana conspiracy, no priors, 23-year sentence. Now we're going to read on here because he has to serve at least half of his sentence before he was even eligible to be looked at parole. And Illinois, if you look, I did just a quick little, you know how I like to Google the prisons and see how strict they are and are they rehabilitating place? Are they really following through? All of that you guys already know if you remember Taylor Conley and many others that we try to help be an outside voice for them, help them be a louder voice that they need to bring attention and awareness to the injustices that's happening, all because they're getting money for this poor man to be in the establishment. That's exactly what it is, in my opinion. Weed, are you serious? I'm reporting this from Canada where I can go legally walk to the store, buy weed, and smoke it. And this man has never been in trouble before and is doing a life sentence for weed. That is crazy. You would think it should be changed. So Hopefully, we got to see what Illinois. That's another thing we're gonna have to look up. We're gonna have to see what is their. Someone in here, Aaron, you are from Illinois. What is the marijuana situation legally in Illinois? We'll have to look that up as well. Yeah, 23 years for weed. For marijuana conspiracy, something like 5,000 grams, I want to say it was. Here, let's keep reading. Well, there's a few things that I found that we can pull up. And then, like I said, it'd be really good to speak with his mom and learn a whole lot more, and even speak with Christian as long as he's allowed to do so and we don't get him in any trouble. And because this is ridiculous. So, Christian had just turned 24, is now turning 30. Remember, this is from a couple years ago. He has already spent 5 years in prison, so it's been more than that now, for the first time offense and no violent charges. The former state's attorney, Mike Carr, asked the judge to give him 40 years. He was given 23 years on one charge and 15 years on another charge for intent to distribute. And it was proven in court he was never distributing anything, or he never did distribute anything. But that's where the conspiracy comes in. They're saying, well, because he had a lot of weed on him, he for sure was going to sell it. No way he was ever going to use that all himself, is I guess they're thinking. But aren't you supposed to kind of like prove that, or catch him selling it first before you charge him for selling it? Like, that's fucking crazy. That should not even be allowed. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to charge you for selling weed, but you didn't sell weed. We never caught you sell weed. We have no evidence of you selling any weed or planning to sell weed. But we think you were going to, so you're going to get charged for selling weed. No, that's, I mean, for real, we're in 2023. This is ridiculous. Red Milla, right? It's legal recreational. Are you kidding me right now? So they definitely need to be, oh, this poor man needs to be walked out with like a red carpet rolled out for him or a green carpet. Like, what the freak? And he needs to sue when he gets out. For every day he was in there, they need to pay him like $100 a day or something like that, whatever that ends up being. I don't know. Very harsh with drug offenses there. Yeah, but I mean, seriously, this is crazy. 40 years, 23 years on one charge, 15 years on another for intent to distribute. And it was proven in court he never distributed anything. See, that's wild. The witnesses the state put on the stand did not even know Christian. It's all in the transcripts, which is public record. Okay, so we're going to be getting the transcripts. He was held in Jackson County Jail for 2.5 years. What? Is that? That's extremely okay. So this 2 million, 2.5 million bond, right? Is that, am I reading that right? No. And caught with 50K. Wait. He was moving the weed across state lines. Okay, still not a life sentence, in my opinion. That's crazy. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, I know some people who've gotten way less time, and in fact, they get out, continue dealing what they're dealing, get in trouble, they in and out, in and out, in and out for way less than a bunch of weed. Or I mean, way more, in my opinion, way more than like a bunch of weed, because I'm talking like straight up like ecstasy and like basically anything you want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Whew, poor dude. Okay. An extremely excessive bond and given an extremely harsh sentence for someone who had no more than traffic tickets on his record. These mandatory sentences are robbing us of our youth. Others charged in the conspiracy that did not know Christian and have lengthy records that have also been to prison, received probation or light sentences, and are already out. Are you kidding me? So people who have had worse records than Christian and been in more trouble, and even people who've been to prison and out and still continue getting in the trouble, are out walking free before Christian, who's gotten like maybe a speeding ticket or something like that. I mean, he's a young boy, probably gotten in trouble trying to race a few people. I don't know. Remember back to when you guys were that age, like stupid traffic offenses. Okay, nothing like. Are we kidding? This can't be real life. Wow. Ah. Others charged in the conspiracy that did not know Christian and have lengthy records that have also been to prison before, received probation or light sentences, and already out. Christian made no money off of this marijuana conspiracy, but as a naive young man, did a childhood friend a couple of favors that he is remorseful for. He has been a model inmate. Marijuana is now legal both medically and recreationally. While the state is making millions off the sale of marijuana, I believe in second chances and feel he has served a fair sentence for the small role he played in this marijuana conspiracy. The state created a flow chart presented at trial that named from top to bottom the men in control of this conspiracy, and Christian was not even on the state's list. Some of these laws need to change. A young man with no history of crime or violence but has spent 5 years incarcerated, I feel is enough. Our family needs him. The most important years of his life are passing by him. His grandmother is sick in a nursing home, and he has 3 nephews he adores, and they adore him, but are growing up without him. He has done everything asked of him by the state, such as drug classes, schooling, and work, and has maintained a good record in prison. That's very hard to do, you guys, believe it or not. When you are in prison, it's so much easier to do bad and just not give a shit. So for him to be a role inmate for all those years is very telling also. Please sign this petition and help us get this young man released who has so much to offer and has learned a valuable lesson the hard way. He is truly a wonderful person, son, grandson, brother, uncle, friend, hard worker, and who still has so much to offer the world and can hopefully get out and get back to work and have a family of his own. He is not blaming anyone for his foolish mistake and has grown immensely. He has matured and educated himself on the laws that most young people are unaware of and hopes to use this experience to help other young people when he gets out so that another young person or family doesn't have to endure such a nightmare. Thank you for your time and consideration. We greatly appreciate it. Right, Aaron. Hi, Brandy. And now weed is legal, so you would think they should give this kid a resentencing. You would think so. Give him 5 to 7, but 23, that's crazy. They tried to give him 40. Like, did they give him 40? Or is it just 23? Does he have to do half of 40 before he gets the parole? Let me see let me find the other article. Like, because that's crazy. What's this?
Every year, the Southeast Heart, Lung, and Vascular Team is recognized as one of the best, and we're constantly improving to save more lives closer to home. Isn't it good to know your heart's in the right place at Southeast Health?
The first of 5 men charged in connection with a large-scale drug operation in Jackson County goes on trial tomorrow. Christian Reichert faces 2 felony counts. Now, one of Reichert's co-defendants, Alex Reichert, also faces charges out of Kansas and has been linked to the investigation into the July 2016 shooting of a Carbondale police officer, Trey Harris. No one has been formally charged in connection with Harris's shooting.
Okay, at that time, no one was. Now, that sounds bad, I know. But he is not connected to the shooting, by the way. There is somebody who is been charged in more recently, I think 2019 or 2020. So there's somebody else that I think they already got a confession of for the cop thing. It has nothing to do with Christian, so don't let that freak you out. Sunshine, hey boo, hi David. Kids make mistakes, and weed never killed anyone. Exactly, High Priestess. Like, I just don't understand that. Let's say, even if he did, for some reason, have intent to sell, or they had evidence that he did sell, like, quite honestly, I still think it's way too high of a sentence. Even if he got that weed and he was selling it, 23 years, and no, they wanted to give him 40 years. Did he? So yeah, no, I'm sorry. Even with intent to sell, it's too high a sentence. There's no way. And I have a sneaky suspicion when we talk to the family, they're all gonna just have so many awesome stories about him. Like, that was very well written by his mother. People don't smoke meth out there. Like, they have big pushes out there. In Canada, parts of Canada is decriminalizing what they decriminalized last month. Meth or heroin or something like that. One of those harsh drugs, decriminalized it in I can't remember what province, but just recently. I mean, I think that, yeah. Yeah, Mark's okay. I think he's actually taking a nap right now. He's been working hard, and he's got a big job coming up too. So he starts earlier and gets home later. So on his Saturdays and Sundays, he likes to take a snoozy. Yeah, it is too long. Well, is the province of anything like Portland, Oregon, watch out. There are homeless camps everywhere. Oh, yeah, that's happening around a lot. Like, you notice it a lot. I guess from like maybe Alberta on, but definitely all around where we were in British Columbia was just homeless people all over. Like, literally, you couldn't walk 5 feet and there was people living in their cars, their campers, their tents, everything, all just everywhere. It was crazy. How is that legal? But someone who sold weed got a death sentence. That's crazy. Sunshine, by the way, my phone is back to a black screen again, not working. So if you're trying to get a hold of me, I'm not ignoring you. Last time that did it for like 2 or 3 days and then turned back on. So yeah, it shut off weird last night and it's been off all day today. So let's see, what else can I find here? Oh, what is it? Hold on. What is this? No, I'm not going to subscribe to read a page. Get out of here. Okay, so that one's not going to work. What is this? Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, here's one here. Yeah, that's it. You're going to have to wait. I literally am not, I can't. And Mark's phone is long distance, so it costs an arm and a leg to use his phone. Because I don't even know your phone number. I am pissed. You can email me your phone number and then I have it and I can call you from Cassidy or Courtney's phone, I guess. Yeah, that would work. But I don't even know your phone. I can't get on my phone to even get a phone number to call someone. It's literally black screen. So email me your phone number and I'll call you from one of the girls' phones until my screen turns back on. Okay, am I sharing screen? Yes, I am. Okay, so what does this say? Wow, this is short and sweet, huh? Marion Mann has been sentenced to 23 years in prison on drug trafficking and conspiracy charges. Took a Jackson County jury less than 1 hour. Stop it. Okay, it took a Jackson County jury less than 1 hour to convict this young man, Christian, for a life sentence. 40 years they wanted to give him on some weed, and because they decided that he was going to sell it because it was a lot of weed, they're going to convict him on that in 1 hour. It took them less than 1 hour. Wow. Prosecutors say he was part of a drug ring that moved massive amount of cash and marijuana across state lines. Okay. The illegal operation came to a dramatic head in July of 2016 when Christian and another co-defendant, Alex, were involved in a shootout. Now, Alex okay, with a Carbondale police injuring one officer. Okay. But Christian didn't shoot the officer, and that's not even his charges. But I did read, if I can find it right, somebody else did do that, and is it in the one charged for it? That's not even Christian's charges. So okay, hold on. Give me a minute. Hey, sweet sativa. Yeah, so let me show you right quick. And my phone all of a sudden been making it doesn't get off my black screen. Like I can turn the volume up and down is all. My screen will not turn on, and I'm not gonna click the side button again because I was clicking it a lot to try and get my screen to turn back on, and it made my phone make siren sounds, and all of a sudden 911 was on my phone. I was like, what the freak? And so she was like, I'll hang up the call. I'm like, okay, I had to explain it's just my phone acting goofy. I didn't mean to call 911. I'm sorry. I can't even see my phone screen right now, but there's a 911 operator on my phone. Wild. So yeah. But that's what it was doing. If you guys remember, my phone got messed up around Christmas time too. And it just was off for a few days and then started working again. So they made an example out of him. Yeah, well, that's for damn sure. An SOS call from my phone. Yeah, like 10 times that happened. But only just like right, maybe an hour before I started live, did a 911 operator actually end up on my phone. I was like, holy shit, that is crazy. And she's like, you're sure you're okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I promise. Okay, so okay, what's this one? Nope, that's the one. What's this one? Okay, here's some. Okay. Illinois State Police initiated a raid of a Marion home late Tuesday morning with the help of Marion Police Department. According to eyewitnesses, between 11:30 and 11:45, police surrounded the home at 611 S. Virginia Street with several officers in SWAT gear. Police also blocked off Virginia Street from Everett to Allen and blocked off Allen Street from Virginia to Buchanan. Buchanan! Dawn bees everywhere. Officials have not confirmed the reason for the raid. Okay, well, now we know. Eyewitnesses said 2 people and a pit bull terrier were taken from the home. State police crime scenes technicians were on the scene until after 2 p.m. gathering evidence. According to records from Williamson County, 24-year-old Christian, whose address is listed, formally charged Tuesday with possession of more than 5,000 grams of cannabis. Possession of cannabis is Class 1 felony, punishable for up to 15 years in state corrections. Okay, but that was at the time before it was legalized, I'm assuming, but now it's legalized, so perhaps, yeah, they need to be resentencing him. That's for damn sure. What the freak? It's a Saturday, so I can't even call anyone. If you press your off and on 3 times, it automatically sends SOS to police. Oh, shit! I did that a lot. Because, yeah, also, it was making these weird fucking sounds, and my phone was like, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Something bad's happening. And yeah, well, that explains it. I guess I was doing an SOS from my phone about 10 times in the last 12 hours. Jeez. Well, dang, Mama Bear. Well, now I know. Now I know. All right, let's find another here. There's like nobody on, but there's never anyone on unless this says like, you know, some kind of drama headline or something. And then we get everybody in here, right? But that's okay. We're still going to be covering this. Give me a minute. Let me just see here. Let me check. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to just check my email quick. Oh, you know what? She's Facebook messaging me and okay. I've got to remember, hey squids, what my Facebook login is, because that's where Christian's mom was looking for my messages at. You see my... Oh, I have an idea. Hold on. You're shitting me. What? Yeah, so apparently even my email's not working. What the freak? All right, that's weird. Hello. Indie Cast My Jam. We Scottish Ma. All right, let's see what... Oh, you know, hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. I got an idea. Okay, hold up. Okay, so... All right. So I did message her on Twitter instead, Facebook, so she can get a hold of me on there as well. Because I want to chit chat with her. Thank you. All right, so I'll get her number. Oh, thank you. A silent listener for a while. Well, I'm glad you're not silent anymore. Birthday chat. Hey, what's up? What's up? Well, we're just like learning. Why does that look like Benny a little? We're just kind of learning about this really fucked up case here. Let me see here. Oh. Hmm.
My life be like.
No shit. You guys, they did give him 15 and 23, so that's my brain. I'm spacing right now. 8. So 39, 38. That's 38 years. They give him 38 years for some weed conspiracy to sell the weed and cannabis trafficking. They gave the dude 38 years. They wanted to give him 40 though, so I guess they cut him a break, is what they'll say. That's crazy. He got 15 years on one charge and 23 on the other. So it's not just 23 years. That's 38 years for some weed. 5,000 grams of weed only. I'm sorry. People can kill somebody and be walking free out of prison before that. And that's the truth. You know that's the truth. I'm not just saying that. That's the truth. We know that, right? And we know that because, like, my dad's free. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. And weed is legal medically and recreationally there now where he's locked up. So that's even crazier. It is absurd. Yeah, it is. Wow. Terrible.
My life be like. Yeah.
Wow. So he has to for sure serve to 23 years out of 38. And he has to do half of it before he can get parole. What the fuck? That's wild. Yeah, 38 technically. 38 for 5,000 grams of weed. No, nothing of him being, yeah. Weed trafficking, okay. I mean, sure, I guess we can say that because he did was crossing state lines with 5,000 grams of weed. That's a lot of weed, not gonna lie. But like, let's try and put a little bit in perspective. Here in Canada, one person can buy 28 grams every day. I can go to the store and buy 28 grams of weed every single day. I can grow 4 marijuana plants legally here at my house. I can grow 4 marijuana plants in my house and still go to the store and buy 28 grams of weed every day. No priors, but some traffic tickets, minor traffic tickets. No priors, no violent, no nothing. Nope. 38 years. That's what his sentence is 38 years. 2 charges. A life completely ruined. Yes, because they got him at a very young age, too. How old was he when he was arrested? 20-something? 20. Yeah. He let me reread what his mom wrote, because it was really done good. Back in, I think, 2016, Sunshine. Okay. Am I sharing? No, not yet. Okay. So reading this again, and I'll copy that also, and we'll put it here. Okay, so check that out there. Okay. So Christian was arrested August 2nd, 2016. In the state of Illinois for a marijuana conspiracy. He has no violent charges and no priors. He was only in Illinois for 6.5 weeks to help his mother move his grandmother to a nursing home. His oldest nephew at the time was having his 6th surgery at Children's Hospital. Christian drove 30 hours from California to Missouri to surprise his sister at the hospital and support his then 7-year-old nephew, who is now going on age 13. Christian was living and working for a national tree company in California. Jackson County had very controversial state's attorney at the time that lost his election in 2020. Christian had just turned 24 and is now turning 30. He has already spent 5 years in prison. Okay, so 5 years in prison. So 24. Okay, so he had just turned 24 when he got arrested. That's young. Now turning 30. So now he's even older, because this was written, I'm not sure when this was written. But yeah, now he's even older. So he's already spent over 5 years in prison for a first-time offense and no violent charges. The former state's attorney, Mike Carr, asked the judge to give him 40 years. And he was given 23 years on one charge and 15 years on the other charge for intent to distribute. And it was proven in court he has never distributed anything. The witnesses the state put on the stand did not even know Christian. It's all in the transcripts, which is public record. He was held in the Jackson County Jail for 2.5 years. Is that $2.5 million? An extremely excessive bond, and given an extremely harsh sentence for someone who had no more than traffic tickets on his record. These mandatory sentences are robbing us of our youth. Others charged in the conspiracy that did not know Christian and have lengthy records and have also been to prison before received probation and lighter sentences and are already out. So people who have been to prison before, fucked up and did what Christian did, went back to prison, got lighter sentences than Christian and out. Christian, who's never been to prison before, never even really been to jail before, and only has minor traffic tickets on his record, is still sitting in a prison. That's crazy. Christian made no money off of this marijuana conspiracy, but as a naive young man, did a childhood friend a couple of favors that he is remorseful for. He has been a model inmate. Marijuana is now legal both medically and recreationally, where the state is making millions off the sale of marijuana. I believe in second chances and feel he has served a fair sentence for the small role he played in this marijuana conspiracy. The state created a flowchart presented at trial and named from top to bottom the men in control of this conspiracy, and Christian was not even on the state's list. Some of these laws need to change. A young man with no history of crime or violence, but has spent 5 years incarcerated, I feel is enough. Our family needs him. The most important years of his life are passing by him. His grandmother is sick in a nursing home, and he has 3 nephews he adores, and they adore him, but are growing up without him. He has done everything asked of him by the state, such as drug classes, schooling, and work, and has maintained a good record in prison. Again, that is hard to do, you guys. That's very hard to do inside a prison. Especially if you think you're about to serve at least 23 to 38 years in prison. Yeah, and you're angry because you've got an unjust sentence. Yeah, it's a lot harder to behave yourself in prison than it is to just, I mean, you learn to become a better criminal in prison. That's the other thing too, right? So they're keeping this man because they need money. It's about a money thing. They want to make an example of this poor man for whatever reason, and I think enough is enough. Like, weed is legal there now. If you can go into the store like you can here and buy weed there where this man is locked up over some weed, he's got to be let loose. And you guys got to pay him for everything above, I think like 5 years was a fair sentence. Okay, 5 years. Yeah, so I think anything above 5 to maybe 7, if we're going to be like real fair, okay, he needs to be paid. Like, what did they pay some people? What, $70 to $100 a day that you kept him in prison at? That should be his check. That's what they did with Stephen Avery. That's how he got, I think they quoted it at like $70 a day of wrongful and if you're asking me, that ain't even enough. They should be giving people $1,000 a day that they were held like a fucking animal inside a damn cage being treated like a prisoner illegally. You are kidnapping people, and yeah, it's ridiculous. I cannot. Hi, Gidget. That's crazy. Are you guys ready for tonight's show or what? When do I have that starting? 7. I think I'm going to start it a little bit earlier. Yeah, I'm going to. All right. I'm going to leave this live at this because I just wanted to go over this, but I hope to have a lot more to bring to you guys. I hope that Christian will be able to have discussions with us, and as well as Christian's mother. Like I said, I've been in touch with her. My phone's a little fucked up right now, but hi, girlfriend. So I'm gonna be back on this evening though, and I have it set for 6:30, so that it literally 3 hours from now. So in 3 hours, I am back live. We've got a couple. I've got a. What have I got? Oh, we're gonna make tacos for dinner. Hey, Yanni. We're gonna make tacos for dinner, and then yeah, I'm gonna go live, and we're gonna do a Tim Mullen marathon. We're gonna go over all his videos. Now, I want to get them all done today, but it really depends. I woke up with a headache this morning. It's not too bad. It's been very manageable and okay, but when the evening goes on, who knows how I'll feel. So we may separate it into 2 streams, which would be tonight and tomorrow. But if I'm feeling up to it, my daughter got me a pomegranate Red Bull. So I'll drink a Red Bull, see if I get some energy, and maybe we'll just have a 5-hour, 6-hour marathon tonight and get through it all tonight. We'll see how I feel. Okay, y'all. So I will see you guys in 3 hours. Get in your comfy pajamas, get your snacks, whatever, wine, weed, whatever. Okay, y'all. And we're going to, if I got to watch it, instead of me, like what I usually do is I watch it myself and then I go live and I want to watch it with y'all. But I can't. Like these people, I've had it like beyond, like with all of these people. So now we're just going to 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm going to watch it with you guys. And then that saves me one time where, you know, maybe I'll live to see another day. But yeah. All right, you guys, 3 hours. So we'll just call this a little intermission and I will see y'all later. Bye. Love ya.